Braxton, 11 wins, 6 losses. He blames a lot of those early losses on taking fights at short notice, and he's come on career. They're knocking out Rick Mills, or stopping Mills, on a third-round knockout in the opening round of the Schlitz tournament. Roger Braxton, a sparring partner with Larry Holmes, he says that's helped them a lot. Good right uppercut is Braxton's best weapon. Monte Masters, 28-0, 24 knockouts, yet somewhat of an unknown quantity. Managed by Pat O'Grady, father of Sean. He's Sean O'Grady's brother-in-law. And here he is against Harvey Station, winning in a knockout in the 5th round in his opening bout. That's in the green, Monte Masters. Good right hand, flattened Station. Masters, 24 knockouts, 28 wins, no defeats. 6 feet 5, 205 pounds.
And the winner, of course, will go against Henry Hearns a month from now. So let's take a look at the final semifinal fight.
All right, fans, here we go. This is the final semi-final tournament bout of the evening, presenting the big boys of boxing heavyweight. Scheduled 10 rounds of boxing. Presenting to you on my left, out of the white corner, wearing green trunks with white trim, making his home in Saugus, California. Weighing in tonight at an even 209 pounds, this is Monte Masters. And his opponent on my right, out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with black and gold trim, hailing from the great city of Los Angeles. Weighing in tonight, 212 pounds, this is Roger Braxton. Referee in charge, John Thomas, now to give instructions.
Okay, let's see these. Let me see how these look. Okay, fellas, you've both boxed in California before. I want you to watch 11 punches, kidney punches, low punches. In case of a knockdown, a man down must take 8. Ask you to break, give me a break, step back. You're big men, I don't want to have to pull you apart, okay? All right, let's shake hands and box.
Should be a very interesting fight. Monte Masters, 27-0 right there, is still, as Alan says, kind of unknown. 23 knockouts, but against questionable competition. He's in against very good competition in the Schlitz tournament. Round 1. Hope you're enjoying these semifinals, and as you can see, Mickey Davis has done a marvelous matchmaking job in this tournament, Alan.
Very competitive evening again. The surprise being Robertson's first round knockout of Price. Monte Masters has the habit of being tight early in this fight, and there's some concern he might even be extra nervous, the fight being on TV, and his brother-in-law Sean O'Grady doing another telecast tonight at ringside.
Braxton just boring in. Monte Masters heavily muscled in the arm, and that could be one reason why he's tight early. He's got to get loose.
He's been very carefully matched along the way by Pat O'Grady. Does have a good right hand, and as we saw earlier, he knocked out Harvey Station with that right hand in the opening round of the heavyweight elimination.
Braxton's record 11-6, but as Alan told you, he says, well, he got beat a lot early because he didn't take this game very seriously, and now he does. Monte Masters has an 81-inch reach, and he's using it to great advantage.
This fight would seemingly be on the outside and Braxton's inside.
That 81 was a figure given us, which is literally impossible. I would say a 41-inch reach would be a little closer.
No, I think the 81 is possible.
see the cut on Monte Masters on the nose and perhaps above it.
Certainly nothing serious either place. Nothing that's going to bother him.
The world athletic champion, Monte Masters. The dangerous cuts, as we look at Roger Braxton, are ones that can bleed and bother either your sight or your breathing. 3-0, the amateur record of Roger Braxton. Ready for round 2. Referee John Thomas, third man in the ring.
The World Athletic Club that you saw, Pat O'Grady, the manager, isn't particularly in love with either the WBC or WBA. Decided he'd start his own organizing body, and suddenly Monte Masters is the heavyweight champion of that group.
And Braxton trying to land punches right between Masters' eyes to go to work on those cuts. Masters in green, Braxton in white. Braxton, one of the few fighters very confident coming into this tournament that he would win it, and would say so.
Wasn't Henry Hearns very frank about his possibilities?
I almost punched my manager when he saw it. I saw he had me in there again. Pretty good right hand there by Masters. Nothing else that annoyed Braxton. These are big people. Big people. Masters 6'5", 209. Braxton 6'1", 212.
Let's go. Get it right.
Masters is trying to lean on Braxton to tire a guy out that way. Lean on him for 10 rounds.
It's hard to believe how powerful heavyweight boxers are. Boy, they can really put a hurt on you. Masters looks like the body punches are beginning to tell. They're beginning to bend him over.
Get on there. Come on, let's go.
It's a test of wills here in round 2 as much as anything else. Look at the trouble that John Thomas is having prying these big men apart.
And he's having to do a lot of it. A lot of infighting, a lot of holding, a lot of grabbing.
And that's round 2. 8 more rounds. We are live at the Forum. Glad to have you with us for the semifinals tonight. Hope to have you with us for the finals 1 month from tonight.
Get it over the top with your hook. Huh? You hurt him in the body. He's ready to see. He was almost ready to give it up. That's right hand you hit him in the body. And don't let him get you up against the rope and don't get your jab. Come out that rope 102 right hand. Yeah. Come on that right on 102 right hand. You ain't got nothing but a pimple over there. That's all it is.
Well, indeed, those body punches have been the most damaging landed by Roger Braxton, and this corner wants him to keep it up.
That's the voice of Frankie Williams, and he is telling Braxton it's just like a little pimple up there. Just got nicked above the eye. You're okay. And, of course, that's one thing a fighter doesn't know is how badly he's cut when he is cut. We're ready now with round 3. Masters wasting no time.
I would think Masters would be best off by trying to use his reach advantage, box, keep that long jab out there. Braxton looks a little tougher inside. Pound away at the body.
Oh, good right hand by Masters.
I gave the first 2 rounds to Braxton, incidentally.
So hit by 2 points?
Yeah, Masters is the favorite tonight, but Braxton scoring well to the body.
Masters in green is in much better competition tonight than he's ever seen in his 27 previous wins. He's 27-0. Man in green with 23 knockouts. That is tiring. When somebody pushes your head down like that, ooh, that's tiring.
All right, you're holding his arm. Let him go. You're holding his arm. Let him box. Come on.
Very busy night for John Thomas, as you suggested. This isn't much fun right now, is it, Dan? Infighting.
Now, all that's going to happen is somebody will tire quicker than the other guy, and then all of a sudden he'll go down.
Come on, you got to get up there. Come on, let's go. Come on.
You have 2 men with very similar styles. Both like to get inside and muck it around. Masters much better at long range than is Braxton, although it's Braxton landing a punch there. Braxton has spent most of the fight backing up. But on our card, we have him ahead. Oh, a good left hand by Braxton. And it stopped Masters right in his tracks. He caught a left jab coming in. A clubbing right by Braxton. Oh, look at the jab. Braxton working Monte Masters like a light bag. Snapping his head back. Do those hurt? Yes, indeed they hurt.
Monty stepping up in class and having all the difficulty possible here in the first 3 rounds. Hasn't been knocked down, but he's taken a beating.
It's round 3, and that young man has gotten an education from Roger Braxton in the first 3 rounds. That is Masters' corner. That is Braxton's corner.
Deep breath. Come on. Come on. Come on, you hurt.
Braxton should be at 3-0 on most cards, I think, as far as rounds.
There's the right hand. Bang, right off of Monte Masters.
And then to the body. Braxton's done a lot of damage to the ribs. We'll see if Masters slows down. Those body shots are as wearing as anything.
There they're working on the cut right between the eyes that Monte Masters suffered in the first round. Coming into round 4, scheduled 10, the Schlitz Pro Boxing Tournament at the Forum. You're watching the semifinals tonight. This is the heavyweight division.
Braxton coming out with the jab. Now, middle of the ring, that's where Braxton wants to be, or Braxton up.
Braxton threw 4 jabs in the last round like he invented them.
Masters with that unbeaten record, yet he hasn't really fought a quality fighter. Again, I think that's hurting him tonight. not have quick reflexes, Dan.
Masters in green, 24. Roger Braxton, age not listed, in white.
Is your age listed then?
Do I get $40,000?
No, one of these guys may, though. The winner fights Henry Earns for that $40,000 first prize or $10,000 second prize.
Braxton beginning to look armed there. You saw him shake his arms out. Oh, what a good left and a right by Braxton. Masters simply seems unable to avoid that left jab of Braxton. Now he backs up for the first time in the fight with respect to that jab.
And Masters' corner continues the old jab. They want to move it. Very convenient target the way it is for Roger Braxton.
Masters keeps coming in. Braxton keeps stopping. Neither man has been down.
They could fight this one in the phone booth, I think. They've been in that corner for most of the fight.
And that's round 4, scheduled 10. We're live at the Fabulous Forum. Nice to have you with us tonight. We have seen
Masters got a bad left eye, Dan. It's closing, and there was some blood coming out of it also.
This Saturday, February 26th, on TV Sports presents exciting collegiate basketball, USC versus UCLA, live from the Sports Arena. Make your plans to be with us for this crosstown rivalry head-to-head in the crucial Pac-10 battle. UCLA is 11-1, paced by junior forward Kenny Fields. USC 8-3 in the conference, led by 6'8" sophomore forward Wayne Carlander, and of course senior guard Jacques Hill, who has started every game in his career. This Saturday, February 26th, UCLA versus USC, exclusively on TV. Braxton on your left with the bad eye.
No, it's Monte Masters with the bad left eye. Closing on him quickly as if he doesn't have enough trouble.
You keep running into those jabs, it'll do it.
Now they applied an ice pack between rounds.
Braxton will be zeroing in on that right eye. There he goes. The left eye, right. From his right side, throwing at the left eye. Masters with the left eye virtually closed looks very confused.
In the corner again, they try to impress on him. Stay in the middle of the ring. Use your jab. Roger Braxton's corner, right above it. Nothing in this corner, nothing in either of the neutral corners.
Braxton's left jabs to the left eyes of Masters have closed the eye, and Braxton says something now to Masters.
I don't think that was fit for a family audience either, Dan.
have it scored so far through 5 rounds?
I have it 4-1 Braxton, and I may have been doing Masters a favor by giving him 1 round even.
Okay, now we're in Masters' corner. That is Braxton.
Braxton finished that round very strongly here. Body shot a little low. And again, the whole fight being waged right above Roger Braxton's corner.
There is the left eye, and as you can see, there's no vision out of it. They're trying to compress the swelling out.
Knock him out from long range. Understand, and hit that gut. Why are you leaning in?
You need to let us stick a jab in your face, man. Catch your jab. Don't let him stick jab. Catch your jab. Catch your jab. Don't let him stick it in your face, man. Hit that motherfucker. You got it, man.
So, Monte Masters being told to work the body of Braxton. They think he's hurting him there. Round 6, schedule 10. Live at the Forum on TV.
I'm sure referee John Thomas will be taking a close look at Masters, who's well behind on points and vision in only one eye in round 6.
This is the semifinal professional championship tournament at the Forum. You've seen the 2 welterweight finals. Semifinals, the other heavyweight semifinal.
What do you know? They're in Braxton's corner.
Braxton actually using his lack of height to an advantage. His force is shorter, and he's using that leverage from down low. Braxton continues to score with a jab, and remember, Masters cannot see out of his left eye. He's fighting a courageous fight. You can see Braxton punishing him. Pretty good punch landed by Masters, but not much sting behind it. Masters in green, undefeated in 27 fights with 23 KOs. Braxton 11-6.
Masters bleeding from the nose now also. No, Braxton doesn't look that fresh himself, isn't he?
This has been a wearying fight. Braxton carries 212 pounds on that 6'1" frame. He's not a tiny person. Masters only knows one thing, that's to keep coming in, and as he comes in, Braxton is just counter-punching him to death.
Heavy jab by Braxton.
That's Braxton's corner. Frankie Williams talks to him between rounds. Let's listen.
You needed one. Huh? That's what you needed, wasn't it? All right. Come on, you're stumbling around the ring. You don't let him know you're tired. Don't let him know you're tired. I know damn well. Here, over here's the water ring. It's always on the same side. Okay, Blackbird.
Did you lose that round?
Huh?
We didn't lose that round, did we?
Don't worry about losing the round.
Yeah.
Try to get that stomach out of there. You can take him out. You'll close his eye up. He's going to have to clip. He can't see that right side. You know when you turn off after that jab?
Yeah.
Right hand, baby. He's coming right to you. Just roll over the top. Okay, down.
Overhearing the conversation in Roger Braxton's corner.
Don't just hold it. Don't just throw it. Step with it.
Now they want want Braxton to follow the jab with the right hand. Masters wide open moving in.
Round 7, scheduled 10.
Well, unless we see complete reversal here in the last 4 rounds, Monte Masters loses his first professional fight after 27 victories.
Just a reminder, following tonight's boxing card, the fight is the last fight on it. We'll be having the terrifying horror film Swamp Thing coming right up on TV. This is the 7th of 10 rounds scheduled.
Masters never stopped trying. Go to work, Owen, go to work.
Game fighter. Monte Masters has had his left eye closed, his left cheek cut, his nose cut, all by the left jab of Roger Braxton.
The round repetitious. Most of it being fought in that corner.
And with that jab. And Braxton is really too tired to move from there.
He's content to stay at home. No need to change battle plans now. It's worked for him for 6 rounds. This spot exactly is where at least the last 5 rounds have been waged.
Well, Braxton has cut down on a lot of travel time. There he lands 3 more jabs, 4 jabs. He is really, really wearing Monte Masters out. Really delivering a beating. Masters very game, very courageous, but not defensively skilled enough to stay away from that jab. And there's a right to top.
Masters has to be in great shape to take this kind of a beating and keep coming in. Especially a big guy like that, 6 feet 5, 109 pounds.
He appears to be in better shape than Braxton, but he has absorbed all the punishment.
Well, you've got to think Roger Braxton's got this fight in the bag. And if he does, he'll be fighting Henry Hearns for the championship. And I like Braxton over Hearns, Dan. Bigger man, sticks to business. Much more of an athlete than the last 2 guys.
May not be a very long fight either. The way these 2 guys just like to wade in and throw punches. The eye is virtually swollen shut now on Monte Masters, the left eye.
I'm surprised John Thomas hasn't at least called in the ring position. Masters trailing hopelessly on points. I don't know what good he's getting out of this now. Doesn't have the punch to turn around the fight, or at least it wouldn't seem that way.
Well, maybe he won't let his corner resign the fight.
Well,
Maybe
the
Monte
referee can
Masters,
stop the fight anytime he wants, Dan.
but maybe Monte Masters says, hey, I can still win it with a punch. And with 23 knockouts and 27 fights, statistically he may be right, but I don't think there's any sting left in his punches now.
Well, it's not up to Monte Masters stopping the fight. It's up to John Thomas to the ring position.
There's no mouthpiece yet for Monte Masters. Now they find it. Can't fight in California without one. He catches another one. Both men weary. Braxton in the white trunks way ahead on point.
Masters did win a round there in the 5th.
Masters now in the corner. Thomas working harder than the fighters. The 8th round of a wearying and somewhat gruesome fight. Braxton simply beat his path too on Monte Masters with the left jab.
Masters perhaps too game for his own good. Keeps taking punishment, moving in.
Same scene, different location.
Well, at least they finally got out of Braxton's corner. What do you know?
Masters simply has no snap at all left in his punches now.
Braxton's where he feels the grueling fight.
Monte Masters in green was damaged as early as round 1 when he came back with 2 cuts to the point.
Those were minor, though. It wasn't until later that his right eye began to swell, his left eye.
And that's the end of round 8 with 2 more to go. Just a reminder, following tonight's boxing action, we'll be presenting that terrifying horror film Swamp Thing. The secret formula transforms a leading scientist into a bizarre half-man, half-plant monster. This spine-tingling tale of terror. Swamp Thing, coming on right after this telecast.
This has been kind of terrifying also here. Monte Masters does not look too pretty. There's Ryan O'Neal, the actor, at ringside. Quite a fight fan. Ryan wants the fight stopped. I agree with him.
Ryan,
John Thomas is coming over. Maybe he heard Ryan.
John Thomas is in the corner. He's talking in the corner. They want to go on. Here we go, round 9. Ryan O'Neal should have been nominated for his concern.
Do we call Monte Masters the one-eyed monster, or is that pouring nonsense?
Tell you, Monte is going to know tomorrow morning he's been in a fight, and so will Roger Braxton. He's been nicked above one eye.
Monte's going to look in the mirror and see Swamp Thing. Okay, keep
Looks like Braxton will be going against Henry Hearns, and then Rudy Hernandez, who won a split decision here tonight, will go against two-guy Robertson in the welterweight final. Robertson knocked out Andy twice in the first round.
Crowd booing.
This bout rather anticlimactic. corner perhaps whistling in the graveyard.
I'm afraid so. He'll have to knock out Roger Braxton in the 10th round to get this victory, and it doesn't appear he's got the punching power to do that.
Alan Malamed keeping on TV's card. Watch Braxton. There's the left.
Well, it's Monte Masters round, but he's so far behind on points now, or at least unofficially in our card.
On TV's card has that man trailing by 5 or 6 points coming into the 10th round, and if that reflects what the California State Athletic Commission thinks, then Masters definitely needs a knockout to win this fight. Roger Braxton knows that too.
Come on. Don't dog it.
He'll make sure he doesn't make a mistake. Round 10, the final semifinal of the Forum Schlitz Championship Boxing Tournament.
They immediately saw to a clinch after touching gloves. They didn't wait long that time. You don't think they're tired, do you?
Masters trying to dance a little bounce. Not much bounce left. I'll tell you, Masters is amazingly well conditioned to still be standing in this fight. Masters in green is looking his first defeat right in the face in his 28th fight.
Corner yelling 1-2, but Monte's had enough trouble just getting a 1 in there.
Halfway through the 10th round, Braxton, if he played it rather conservative in the last few rounds, will be even more conservative now.
Oh! Got tagged by a right hand. Braxton's shaken by a Masters right hand.
Masters doesn't have the strength to follow it up.
He's got a minute left.
Masters' first reaction after landing the punch was to clinch. Much more sound than fury right now.
Masters just doesn't have enough to go up.
30 seconds.
He's let Braxton off the hook after almost knocking him down.
And Braxton lands a pretty good left, as he's done maybe 50 times in this fight. And that's it. Both men raise their hands. Both are confused as to where the corners are. Neither man has anything left. They are absolutely exhausted.
I think they were exhausted in the 6th round.
Roger Braxton, look at that eye.
It's been that way for the last 4 rounds.
Monte Masters,
And he's laughing.
was undefeated coming in. Certainly has a heart of giant proportions. That man, Roger Braxton, when he got into this tournament, a lot of people thought that was a mistake to include him with his record, which was 9-6. It's now about to be 12-6. Monte Masters certainly has nothing to be ashamed of. A little more defensive skill, Alan. A little more time in the gym. Who knows? for the announcement. I don't think the decision will be a surprise, but we should hear it officially from Jimmy Lennon Jr., the ring announcer.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in a fine 10-round event, in a heavyweight semifinal event, we have a unanimous decision. All three judges agree the man to continue to the finals will be Roger Braxton.
And the decision unanimous, and the same decision that we had on the on-TV card. We will have the welterweight finals and the heavyweight finals live for you from the Forum on March 21st. Dan Avey with Alan Malamud, the executive sports editor of the Los Angeles Herald-Examiner. And we hope you enjoyed the bouts tonight, Alan. We had a little bit of everything.
We did, from the first round knockout by Robertson to the controversial finish in the Rudy Hernandez fight.
March 21st, 1 month from tonight, we'll have the Schlitz Championship Boxing Tournament finals, and that'll be Rudy Hernandez versus Hedgeman Robertson in the welterweight finals. The heavyweights, Henry Hearns versus Roger Braxton. Thank you to our assistant director, Tom Feck, and to Alan Malamud. I'm Dan Avey, thanking you for joining us live for Boxing from the Forum. On TV Sports has presented the semifinals of the Schlitz Championship Boxing Tournament. The executive producer of On TV Sports is John Moore. Tonight's telecast produced by Jerry Romano and directed by